Hey everyone, this is Jeff here with Not Your Fault. Have a good evening night, and we're looking to jump into another discussion tonight about the 12 steps. Step 10 tonight, we're going to be diving in deep on probably the most hard to grasp, but shouldn't be that difficult step. It's all about interpretation of your understanding of your higher power, not anyone else's. So before we get started, please like and subscribe. Like, subscribe, drop in. Numbers are skyrocketing, going crazy. Almost 1,050,000 subscribers. So over 500 views. Can't believe it. So happy. So let's get started. Wait, I thought I said subscribe. You're not subscribing. Why aren't you subscribing? Stop what you're doing. Subscribe. You subscribe right now. Oh, you don't think I'm serious? Okay, listen. I got a picture here of myself and a pair of assless chaps. If you don't subscribe, I'm going to turn on and show it to you. This is taken last night. So, and they're red rhinestones. So I'm going to turn it around. If you don't, there you go. See, told you. These threats work evidently because every time I threaten to do that, people just go crazy because they don't want to see it. Oh, my eyes. What are you going to do? It is what it is. So step number 11, sought through prayer and meditation to improve our conscious contact with God as we understood him, praying only for knowledge of his will for us and the power to carry that out. Right? Okay. That's wow. Different planes of metaphysical stuff. No, it's not that difficult, really. Again, what we're talking about here is your perception as you understood your higher power, as you understand God. So, is your interpretation or your understanding of God different from mine? Probably. Is it better than mine? No. Everyone's interpretation, everyone's perception of God is their own perception. It's their own reality. So don't get bogged down with, I don't have a firm grasp on my higher power, or my understanding what God is. Listen, it's not about that. It's about emptying the vessel of yourself, clearing it out, sitting back and allowing God to then come into contact with you in your conscience, your spirit, your heart, your psyche, your soul, everything. Again, the key part here is praying only for knowledge of his will and for us to power to carry this out. So all you're basically doing is you're asking God to guide you. Okay. We said back in episode 1 or 2, we pray the Lord's Prayer all the time. And like I do, I'm Christian, so I pray the Lord's Prayer all the time. And it's, our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done. So we're asking repeatedly over and over again, thy will be done. So all we're asking God is to work through us and make us into what he hopes us to be. So what stops us from being the best we can be? I'll give you 3 guesses. And the first 2 can't be you. Okay. Guess? Wrong. Right. You. Exactly. Yeah. What stops us from being the best person we can be is always us. We're our biggest obstacle. We pray for God's guidance. We pray for God's will to be done through us. And the first thing we do is we open our eyes when we're done praying is we go ahead and just go back to doing things when we do it. And we just kind of put God away and we push God away and say, okay, you know what? I got it. If you don't allow God to work through you and ask him for his guidance and you ask him to work his beauty of all his amazing miracles through you, then again, you're not doing what he would ultimately want us to do. He's not going to force it. God will not force his will on us. That's the deal, free will. He would love us to do what he wishes, but he's never going to force it from us. So if you read step 11 over and over again, you're asking for the power to carry it out. You have it already. It's inside you. He gave it to us. And you're asking for conscious contact with God, again, as you understood him. So what's a conscious contact mean? I mentioned in one of my earlier videos, it doesn't have to be a big white flowing beard of a big white flowing hair made with a beard and a guy coming down from the heavens in a golden chariot saying, Jeff, I want to talk to you about something. Not necessarily, okay? It's going to be something maybe as simple as a bird chirping, a baby smiling, the touch of your loved one, the smile of a baby. It's just the most amazing things. If you look for them, you'll find them. It's a conscious contact. So not so much when your subconscious thinks about God, when you're dreaming. This is about when a conscious contact with God. Look around for the signs. You'll see God all around you, but you have to open yourself up for the conscious contact. Okay? It may be something as subtle as a tap on the shoulder, a breeze. Again, it's not going to be some big, bold sign. Look over here, I'm God. It's going to be something small because in his eyes, we are immeasurable. We're gigantic. Each one of us, he loves us so much. He wants us all to be as happy and as good and as positive and as amazing as we could possibly be. We're not small. We're not tiny. We're not infinitesimal. Not in his eyes. All of us are just as big as the mountains. So with that in mind, wow, what a responsibility to be as good as we possibly could be. A conscious contact with God can simply just mean opening up your heart and allow it to happen. Just make the connection. Okay. We have to turn off all the static so we get good reception, get the reception from the Almighty, from our higher power. Make the connection. When you get the connection, hold the connection, listen to the connection. And by all means, pray all you want to. Pray, pray, pray. But this is as much as important as prayer is meditation. Shut your mouth and let God talk to you. Okay? Seems so easy, right? No, it's not easy. It's simple, but it's not easy. It doesn't make a difference. Yeah, it makes a difference because it's not a simple process if you allow it to happen. But easy, no, because we constantly get in the way all the time. We always stop the connection. So life could be, busy, work, kids, spouse, obligations, stress. All these things are static, and all these things stop the connection from happening. So try and clear your mind. Try and use there's many different coping strategies that you can use to help relieve stress in your life. And we'll get into some of those tomorrow or maybe Saturday. But you have to understand that God's patient. We're not. We're not patient beings. He's always going to be there for us. He's always going to be there ready whenever we're ready for him. But ultimately, we have to make the decision. We have to make the first connection. We have to make the call. We have to make send the email first. If you read this step 11, and again, it's so vast and so, oh my God, it's so complicated. It's not. Just clear your head. Close your eyes. Try to make a conscious contact. Don't be so obtuse you can't see the signs of God's presence all around you. It's the small things. Don't look for a billboard. Don't look for a radio station that says, this is God 103, tune in now. That's not how it works, okay, guys? So again, these are things that are any of these steps that I'm talking about, or any of these tips I'm giving you, any of these clues I'm giving you, this is not a pass or fail program that you're entering into. It's not. It's a constant life building journey. Okay. It's a self-help to where as you go along in life and as you make mistakes, you learn from your mistakes and you move on. My favorite movie of all time, Son of a Woman. If you get tangled up, just tangle on. So don't beat yourself up too much if you don't feel like you're making that conscious contact, because it'll happen. Just stop getting in your own way, because that's what we do all the time, is we constantly get in our own way of our own serenity and our own peace and our own progress. So with that, I hope that we've learned something tonight. And please, again, tell your friends about us. If you keep on coming back to these channels, I will keep on doing them. And even then, I might just keep on doing them, because you know what? This is just as much therapeutic for me as it is for you. I'm hoping it's therapeutic for you. You're tuning in for some reason, not just because I'm so gorgeous, which I am. So just kidding. So if you would, please tell some friends about us, like, subscribe, and say a prayer for the prayerless. Say a prayer for the ones no one prays for. Say a prayer for this old soul as well. And by all means, keep coming back, because it works if you work it. Trust me. You got to trust me. It's going to work. You'll get there. Okay? Believe me. If I could get there, anyone can get there. So again, have a great evening. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.